Hello everyone, this is Whitey Carrot. Today I have my Traxxas E-maxx project. This truck has been in storage for about 3 years, and over time I've been putting a lot of money into this thing, trying to get it the way I want it to run correctly. And I think maybe around 600 bucks later I finally got it the way I wanted to. I bought the Mamba Monster 2650 kV motor for it. That was 3 years ago. Found out that this model is too heavy to run a 2650, so I ended up having to do some research and try to finding a good deal to replace that motor, because I already was out 300 bucks just with that. So I did some research and awaited time, and Castle Creations discontinued a bunch of their new Castle motors, and I ended up picking up this 1500 kV Mamba Monster motor. That's right, 1500 kV. This is a torque monster. This is really built for 1/8 scale monster trucks. And I got a 1/8 scale motor running in a 1/10 scale truck here. And this is a 1500 kV, and it runs on 6S. So to compensate for that low kV, I've gone ahead and overgeared this to a 2262 setup. And quite frankly, I think it's still under geared even with those. So eventually, one of these days, I'll probably go up to a maybe a 24/54 gearing. But right now, this is 62/22. Right now, it's running two Integy Nanotech 5000 milliamp batteries. These are rated at 45C to 90C discharge. A couple other things I did to it to compensate for stability and everything like that. This thing, you would think about it, with 1500 kV, this thing melts drive shafts. So what I've done is I've gone and put in the best of the best and went MIP CVDs, except for the constant velocity in the center. Those are Traxxas, but they're still solid steel. MIPs are on the front. You can see the silver shaft in there, and as well as the rear, you can see the silver shaft. Those are MIP steel CVDs, and those run just alone for those two about 120 bucks. So I was hoping to get my money's worth out of it, and it is paying out. Running dual high-tech analog servos. I don't have digital in these yet, but they work just fine. So we're going to go ahead and get going and see what happens here. It's funny, when I started this video there was not one person out. Now there's 1 million people. It's unbelievable. I go ahead and put washers over the top of the body. I'm going to be doing this on every single one of my cars because this body is about a year old. I actually bought it right when the Brushless edition got released, and it's now 2012. And mind you, over testing and stuff like that, I've used this quite a few times, and you know, as you can see, there's no, you know, where the pegs pop through the body, there's no holes or anything like that. It just, these washers really work out, because that's usually the weakest point when you roll these things over. They like to tear right through the body mounts. So let's go ahead and get started. As always, got my Bushnell radar gun. It is set up and ready to shoot. And we're going to go ahead and see maybe how fast this thing goes. The way it's geared and the low kV, it's probably going to do in the 50s. It's not going to be too fast, but it definitely has some torque. Also, by the way, guys, this does have the optional 2-speed gearing powered by the micro 2060 servo you find for steering in the mini Revos and all the 1/16 scale trucks. And yeah, it's hard to see, but I should have showed you with the body off. But yeah, it's a nice little conversion when you have a low kV motor like this. I'll show you the difference in the shifting. show you the torque difference. That's first gear. If the wheels could connect, it would flip over. And I'll do exactly what I just did in second gear. Like I said, if the wheels connected, this thing would flip over. This is a torque monster. Wait for this car to go by and we'll do our first speed run. Alright, coast is clear, here we go. Alright, so let's go see how fast that was. That was 48 miles an hour. This thing is so uncontrollable at that speed. If I can keep the wheels planted, I could probably get 50 miles an hour with it. We'll see what happens. Try it again. That was about pegged. I managed to keep it straight. That was pegged out though. This thing's way under geared at 2262. Wheelies at 40 miles an hour are just on command. This is just a pure torque monster. Pull the trigger and that's it. We really want to have some fun. Put that wheelie bar up. Let's see our speed. That one pass that I did pegged, how fast it went. 51 miles an hour. This truck is just so much fun. Just the noise it makes. How about that? There's just a problem there, isn't there? I lost 3 out of my 4 body pins. We'll just call it 4. This is Marty8. I hope you enjoyed watching my Traxxas E-maxx brushless edition. There'll be more to come soon as I know how to tame it.